down that shot.
Yeah, it was good, well executed play by the guys. Just great kind of indecision. I knew they were maintaining, and I thought D. White set a great screen. I thought Jalen had great balance and great pass, great shot. So it was just well executed play by the guys. Good situational awareness, situational execution.
Joe, did you just comment on Drew Holiday's 48 minutes tonight?
Yeah, again. Drew's the kind of guy, first of all, credit to him and D. White getting all defensive team, but he's the kind of guy that's going to impact the game different ways every night. Tonight it was his scoring, his playmaking, and his defense, a well-rounded game by him. And I thought he, just his poise and his demeanor throughout the game was, instrumental for us.
Joe, just your thoughts on the quality of the basketball game and your takeaways from what you saw guys competing.
Nothing other than what I expected. Two high-level teams. Competing for a great opportunity, and so I expect all the games to be like that, and it's going to be more of that. And I thought both teams competed at a high level, and for us, I thought our guys, obviously we weren't perfect, we can get better, but I thought we maintained a level of poise, a level of mental toughness to just continue to work through some of the mistakes. And that's the bind that they put you in because of the way they play. So we handled it well, and we got to get better.
How hard was it to control the tempo against this team, and then especially the way that Tatum was able to kind of slow things down to be physical at the end? How do you feel like you were able to find control in overtime?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to find that balance. Like there's points to be had with playing with pace, playing fast, and so there's that balance there. I thought we handled it well in the first half. I thought in the second half you got to pick and choose your spots. Everything just depends on the time and score of the game. Situational basketball, like we didn't get organized at the end of the quarter, got an illegal screen and gave them the last possession of the shot. Like just small stuff like that. But for the most part, I thought we played with a level of poise. I thought our rim reads were good. 15 turnovers. I think two of those were illegal screens, and some of them were at the rim. So you're just going to have to find that balance. There's times where you're going to have to play fast with them, and there's going to be times where you have to execute.
Joe, you had a couple of times where the lead was up to 12 or 13. Obviously, they're potent. They're going to make their runs as well. But what could you have done in those spots to kind of maybe hold off and minimize their runs?
Yeah. I don't expect that it's a really hard thing to do with the pace that they play with, the speed that they play with, and the variance that they have. And so you just continue to not to expect that you're going to build on it. You may build on it, you may not. And so I think just playing without the expectation of like, okay, it's 13 now, let's see what happens, right? So I think the guys did a good job of just playing through it. I have to go back and watch. I'm sure there's a couple times we had live ball turnovers. I'm sure we may have not closed out to a three-point shooter. I think I remember when it was 10, Turner got an open one, which cut it to 7, I think 47-70 or something like that. So there's always going to be, they're going to test your discipline every single possession, whether you're up 5 or whether you're up 25. And so I think at the end of the day, it's like we shouldn't even really look at the scoreboard. We should just keep playing as much as we can.
Joe, Jason struggled in the fourth quarter a little bit early in overtime. What can you say about kind of how he's able to shake off misses, turnovers, and kind of make the shots he made down the stretch?
Yeah, I know it's 12 for 26. Pretty efficient. I think he just missed some good looks, some open ones. But I thought he just plays with a level of poise and a level of comfort knowing that the next one's got a chance to go. And so he got this exact same shot that he got down 3, and then he made that one. So just staying with it, man. Like you just can't have any expectations about how it's supposed to go. You miss a layup, you miss a 3, you give up something. Like it just doesn't matter. And I thought our guys had that kind of mindset, and credit to him. Just changing the frequency. He was handling a little bit, then he was screening, spacing, got some catch and shoot shots. So I thought it was just a well-executed game by the guys in the fourth quarter.
Joe, Jason was a plus 20 in his 45 minutes. What made him just so effective on the floor? You took him out at the end of the third, and that's when Indiana immediately made their run. What was he doing to be so effective when he was on the floor?
I mean, I think the other guys played a part in that as well. But for the most part, I thought his shot selection was good. I thought the ability to either handle and screen got us open looks for whether it was himself and others. And I thought for the most part he competed defensively. But